Hey you guys, and thank you so much for coming back to see episode 2 of the Mandy Show. Tonight we have the most awesomest guest ever. Mark Bryan is the man strutting around the globe questioning gender norms because he is the cis-het white man who walks around in high heels just because he wants to. So we're going to be giving all of your questions to him tonight and having a wee chit chat. So enjoy the show.
They're like mules, open-toed, and they're not really something that you want to be, walking around in snow.
How do you even
So
walk? I should probably just get into the chat. I'm recording on both, right? And I'll edit it all to
no, that's no problem.
cool
No
anyway.
problem.
We can just
Yeah.
chit chat and get the best of what we've got to say, I guess. I'm actually not meant to be drinking. I'm meant to be on a 2021 New Year, New Me life, but I'm drinking gin, so cheers.
I left my beer upstairs, so
Damn it.
my wife is practicing her guitar, and I figured, okay, I'll just come down into the basement and
That's where you
and
don't
do this. So
leave the wife doing her thing and you just come down into the base. Yeah, that's fine. Where in the States are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Oh, I love me a Southern gentleman. I dated an attorney from Texas once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very chivalrous. You guys know how to look after women, that's for sure.
Oh, we try. We try.
So wait, what age were you when you started wearing heels?
When did I start wearing heels?
Yeah, what age were you when you started to explore, like messing around with like clothes that don't fit gender norms?
It was a long time ago. I was in college, which was 40 years ago.
Oh, shut up! What age? Oh, no, I won't ask your age.
Yeah, no, I'm an old man, so I'm 61 years old. So 40 years ago, I was 21.
The legs on you for your age. Can you just give me your legs, please? I don't have legs like yours.
I have a lot of people saying, "I want your legs." I go, "Okay, can't do that. Sorry, I can give you my shoes, but I can't give you my legs."
Wait, what size are you?
41.
So that's an 8. Okay, so you're one size
Yeah,
bigger
well,
than me.
yeah,
I'm a
so
40.
yeah, but it's a 10 in the US.
Okay, cool. So I'm a 9 in the
Yeah.
US, so not too far
Okay.
off. I could put a little thing in the
Yeah,
end
yeah,
and
yeah,
work it out.
yeah. My wife wears the same size you do then, so
Oh, perfect. And do you ever share shoes?
no. My style is a little bit different than her style. So I mean she's a little younger than I am, but she's already been there, done that with the high heels things.
Yeah.
She's in real estate. So she used to wear high heels all the time, showing houses and stuff. And
so she's a bit done with that. That's quite a glamorous profession in the US, I think.
Yeah, well, she's German, so I mean it's a little different here in Germany, but the little time we did stay in the States, she saw what they were doing, and so she kind of adopted that a little bit. But now she's back to just wearing, she still wears like a 3-inch boot, but it's more of a block heel and not the stiletto type thing. So
And so what was the kind of focus, like what was the motivation to put the heels on? Like, was it ever, you won't mind me asking you certain questions, but was it ever?
No. I had a girlfriend that I was dating in college. Actually, we were living together. And after classes or after work, we'd come home, eat dinner, watch a movie or something like that. Then, before bed, we'd put on some slow music or something, and we just dance for 15 or 20 minutes, just kind of clear our minds and stuff like that. But she liked to dance with high heels.
Yeah.
And we were the same height. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. She was 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
So when she
I'm
wore
around
her
that
high
height as
heels,
well. I'm gigantic.
yeah. So when she wore her heels, she was, naturally taller than I was. And she goes, "Well, you're going to just have to wear my heels." And we were lucky we wore the same size heels. So that became like almost not a daily routine, but more like maybe 2-3 times a week routine. And I got pretty good at wearing heels. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've worked as a stripper around the globe, and I see the way you walk in the heels, and even now I don't think I've quite got it mastered the way you do. Like, and your feet look so good in heels as well. Sorry, is my internet gone over all right? Your heels, your feet
Yeah.
look so good in them as well.
Well, I think I just, I've just got, very strong muscular legs, as, a lot of people comment. And I really have, I think I have a good sense of balance. And so I don't really have to struggle, stress your muscles or stress your joints or
Yeah.
anything
So it just
because of a good
so this
sense of
habit
balance.
just stuck. Like this, just basically this thing you were doing with the ex, it just kind of stuck when you went into new relationships or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's times, when probably the longest period I went without wearing heels was maybe 10 years during that 40-year period.
Oh,
So it was
kind of
off and
sad for
it
you.
was kind of off and on. It was kind of off and on type thing. And then just about maybe 5 years ago, I said, I saw a pair of shoes and I go, oh, I just got to have those. And that got me, starting to thinking, I'm at the age now where if I don't do it, I'll never do it. And I'm also at the age where I really don't care what people think anymore.
That's
Either
so
they like me or they don't like me.
well, that
So
actually that leads quite nicely onto a question I have from like one of my followers. I got
good
loads of
segue, huh?
questions. Yeah, good segue. Well done. Pa-pound. Pa-pound. So yeah, this is basically just somebody had asked like just how do you handle people being negative and ignorant?
Basically, I've really had no one really approach up until this last weekend. I've really had no one approach me and say anything negative.
What
Uh,
happened?
I just a guy. He didn't speak any English. He didn't speak any German. He was. I think we. The photographer was with me, and she said she picked up a few Polish words. So he was screaming, calling me idiot and stuff like that. But I think he was drunk. So, and this was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was at the train station and we were taking some photos before I got on the train.
Yeah. I
And
love
that
the
was
train
really
photos because I love the whole idea that you're heading somewhere. Like, I think it's really nice. Like the train photos, I always think it's like you're about to go somewhere or going to work or I don't know. It's like traveling somewhere. I love those photos. They're fab.
Well, yeah, I mean, I commute by train. I live very close to the train station. So for me, it's easy just to, jump on a train and go somewhere. I can get to the office a lot quicker by train than I can by driving.
What is it you do for a
Just
living? You don't mind me asking.
I'm an engineer.
Oh, cool. And what
So
were
I
and your colleagues are okay with your like way you present and stuff?
yeah, I mean, everyone that knows me, before I really started doing this,
Yeah.
uh, they understand that I'm still the same person. What I wear doesn't change the person who I am. I mean, I still act like Mark. I'm
Yeah.
still the same man. Um, the clothes. I don't change. I don't start acting feminine or anything. I'm just myself. And I feel no different if I'm wearing pants or if I'm wearing a skirt.
Yeah, you're still the same. And that's again, it's
Yeah.
another segue into one of these questions. One of my followers had said, what influenced you to step out of the stereotypical male dressing role? But I guess it's not even necessarily about that. Although I do see you wear skirts and stuff sometimes. Is that just to accommodate the heels or did it kind of filter from the heels up?
It kind of went from the heels up. I started wearing heels again, and I just mixed it in with my pants and stuff. And then I started going a little bit more, skinnier pants, and kind of actuate the heels a little bit. And then just one day I said, I'm going to try a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried it on, and kind of looked in the mirror, and I go, okay,
You're
this
like,
isn't so
whoa,
bad.
look at those calves.
I said, this doesn't look that bad. And I felt very comfortable in the skirt. In fact, when I tried on the skirt, I just came out of the dressing room and stood in front of the mirror. I didn't care if people saw me or anything like that. And it just felt very natural. So
Amazing.
um,
And I had a few guys as well in the messages asking like, how do you do that? Like, how do you not care what people think of you? What's the secret to like losing all the shit?
Pretty easy. Well, it's just, I think, everyone's worried about what people think about you. But, I realized, that, a lot of people that you encounter, like if I see someone on the train, or if I see someone at the airport, or if I see someone at the supermarket, or wherever I see them, if I see them at the mall or something, I probably won't ever see that person again.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I worry what that one person is going to think, or the 25 people that I see? I'm never going to see those 25 people again.
Mm-hmm.
So why worry what they think?
You're right.
You really need to worry about what your friends and your family think.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're true friends and your family, they're going to accept you for what you're doing anyway.
100%.
So
100%.
So, I just realized, hey, I don't care what people think.
No, you're right.
As
it's
I
far more,
earlier,
and it's far more important, especially now that I suppose you've grown on Instagram and stuff. It's far more important that there might be like some people who watch you and really look up to you, like in terms of like, wow, if they're breaking these norms that society expect, like, okay, well, I can start doing that. And it might not be that they go out in heels, but it might be that they can just do something for themselves that they wouldn't normally do, because they see that representation of someone out there just doing their thing.
Exactly. I mean, I don't just, it's not just men, that have made comments, or, sent me, private messages and stuff. I have women too that say, thanks, Mark, thanks to you, I have the courage to go out wearing men's clothes.
Yeah,
I've I always want to wear men's clothes, but I felt uncomfortable wearing men's clothes, because I don't want to be labeled a lesbian or a dyke or something like that. And so it's not just the men, but also the women too. And that kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, because I thought women had no problems wearing men's clothes, because I see a lot of women wearing men's clothes. You don't see a lot of men wearing women's clothes. So, but obviously the women go through the same fear that men do.
100%. And so obviously, like you've been with your partner a long time and stuff, but how was it dating and bringing up the heels thing and stuff?
Well, my wife, we've been married for 11 years now. Amazing. So it's my third marriage, but
it's fine. I've got one out the way, so I'm looking for victim number 2. It's fine.
And you're still young, so you're You
well,
still
that's
got
the Botox, but thank you. Yeah.
No, but I kind of told her, hey, this is something I've done. So there was really no problem with it when I said, I want to start doing this again. She kind of, she was a little hesitant at first, but she goes, yeah, just do what you want to do.
And it's funny because I've actually, like my previous boyfriend, we separated like a year ago. He used to put my heels on and walk around the flat, like if he was doing me dinner or something. And I just think it was fun and cute and like didn't have a problem. But the thought of that being like outside of the flat just seems to change everything. It's like, why? Because if I really like love all of that and I'm like, he would walk better in them than me and all that stuff, I'm like, what am I so afraid of? So I think that's what you platforming this sort of unique lifestyle, so to speak, is so important, because people it's just going to normalize it and stuff. But yeah, I was going to ask you as well, where do you shop for shoes? But I guess a size 8, like a 41, is not too hard to come by. It was just in case you were a massive size.
I don't have any problem finding shoes. So, a lot of my followers, always ask me, where do I get my shoes at? Because they're just assuming I have big feet and I have to buy, specifically designed, drag queen type shoes.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do that. So I'm very lucky. Even though I'm 6 foot tall, I have fairly small feet. So I really have, I'm at the upper limit. If I was wearing a 42, I may have a little bit more difficulties in finding shoes, but
well, my mom's 2 sizes bigger than you, so she's like, is it one up from 42? I guess 43.
Okay.
She's a size 10 UK, so she's like 12 US, I guess. Huge feet. So I was mainly asking for her benefit. So, Mum, He's got smaller feet than you.
but
And
you know, I've had shoe companies, you know, reach out to me. There's you know, that do make women's shoes, you know, a little bit bigger size, you know.
that's
So
really cool to know that that's happening. Yeah. So have you ever considered, like, I guess there's a lot of people asking, like, is it the same as drag? And I'm like, no, but I thought I would just bring it up with you here anyway. Have you ever thought of like doing drag or moving further up the clothes?
no. I mean, you know, it to me, I'm not interested, you know, looking like a woman. So, you know, I like being a man. So, and I guess that's where my thing for, you know, genderless clothing come in, because I'm not trying to be a woman. So,
Yeah.
and yet I wear women's clothes, but I try to keep a little bit of masculinity in the look also. So I'm not totally confusing people, but
Yeah.
it is kind of a hybrid type thing. It's kind of a half man, half woman type look, and
100%. Yeah. And it was never,
that's kind of my style.
and it was never like, I guess you get people maybe fetishizing what you do as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know,
Just to
I
put
get
that question out there.
yeah. I mean, you know, a lot of people thinks it's sexual, but to me, it's not sexual. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't have fantasies about
It's
this.
sexy, but it's not sexual.
It's no, I don't have fantasies. That's what I said. To me, it's just like I don't feel any different wearing pants or skirt. You know,
It's
so
just the way you're
you
dressing
know,
for the day, like point
it's
blank.
just
It's
the way
just,
I'm
yeah.
dressing for that. I mean, you know, the thing about it is, it just gives me more options when I get dressed in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to wear something different, I can. When I was wearing men's clothes, or you like men's pants or stuff, you know, I could just choose between, you know, the gray, black, and navy blue pants. And
Boring.
yeah, exactly. And I had brown or black shoes,
Hmm.
you know, and they're all the same heel height, you know, and it was very boring. So
What's your
now
favorite
I've
style?
got
What's your favorite style of shoe? Do you like a Louboutin?
I'm sorry,
Do you like a Louboutin?
my Louboutin.
A Louboutin.
You know, they sent me 4 pairs of shoes for me to try on. I don't know if you saw my video or not.
That is like
So
the dream. No, I need to go look.
you haven't seen my video? I did an unboxing video where they had sent me 4 pairs of shoes.
I'll put the
for me
link
to,
down below. What? They
yeah,
sent you 4
yeah,
pairs of Louboutins.
yeah, but today I have to send them back. So they were just for me to make photos for
And
a
have fun
magazine
with.
shoot.
God, if I was your
Yeah,
wife, they would just disappear. I'd be like, what do you mean, where are the Louboutin shoes? I
well,
don't know.
she can't wear them; they're too big. So
Yeah, true.
you know, but you know, I only got to wear 3 pairs because one pair was too small. So
That's
and there's a one pair, and
amazing.
there's a one pair that I really wanted to wear, but
Oh, so what kind of
they were
style were
too
those?
small.
Were they really high? What color were they? Like,
I had 2 style pumps, one that had the 12 centimeter heel and one that just had a 10 centimeter heel, and they're both kind of a brown color, a little different shades of brown. But and then I got a really beautiful boot, a little ankle boot type thing that had some leopard and some burgundy. It had leopard in the front, leopard around the ankle, and then it had like a black toe, and then it had like a burgundy heel on it, with a burgundy heel that had little gold sequins on it. And it's a well, you'll have to see the video.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
I
go straight off of
posted.
this and go and have a look.
Actually, that was my last post, was me wearing those boots. So, and then the other one was some knee-high boots that had some fringe on it. So yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Amazing. I have so many good pairs of amazing heels, but a lot of them, because I used to be a stripper, have got the big platform and the big heel. And I actually find those ones easier to walk in because they're not so like neat. They're like chunky.
Yeah. I mean, I did a photo shoot and they gave me some really chunky type boots with a big platform and stuff. You know, it's not my style, but you know, they say, hey, we're just having fun with this photo shoot. And the heel, in relation to the platform, the heel wasn't even high. I mean, you know,
Oh, so you're talking
know,
more of a lower heel, like a chunky chunk, like all chunky.
well, it had, you know, like a platform like this, but the heel was maybe like this. And so you only had just a small differential between, but it was a very chunky boot. And, you know, it was hard to walk in, but, Mike, getting back to your question about which is my favorite, I do enjoy the Louboutin, or however you pronounce it. Yeah.
We're being fancy.
No, I enjoyed them, but you know, I found a really, really good brand that's made in the USA. And we're actually working on a shoe that she's going to release, one that actually has my name on it. So
the Mark shoe, amazing.
actually, she's going to call it the Mark Bryan shoe, because you know, that way it's more specific and everyone knows that it's my shoe.
Oh, that's so
So
exciting.
we're working together on this, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks we can release photos of it.
Amazing.
And, you know, get people to, you know, hopefully people want to buy it. So just because it has my name on it.
Is that what have you got a few like fans that do keep in touch with you? Like, have you got a community that like love everything you do?
Just about. Well, I got 270,000 followers. So
amazing. What was the secret to building up your community as well? Just really being authentic.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no, you know, I think one of the biggest draws, you know, why people are following me and like what I'm doing is because I'm straight. You know, I don't claim to be, you know, feminine, or even though you could be feminine and be straight. I act straight, and I don't act feminine. So,
and you've got quite a sort of like heteronormative job, like you're an engineer, you're probably around a lot of guys.
I work on cars. I posted some videos where, you know, I'm working on my car and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just a man that wants to wear, you know, a skirt and high heels. So,
and I think that in itself is just why people are so fascinated, because it is just like people want there almost to be more to it. Like people are going, well, is he going to transition? Is he into this? Is he into that? And you're just going there, no, I'm a man who likes to wear heels to do my thing.
Yeah,
like,
as I said, it's nothing to do with sexual, you know, being gay or transitioning to, you know, or trying to look like a woman or impersonate a woman or any fantasy type things. It's just something I just want to wear, and, you know, be a little bit different, but also just to, you know, just be different, I guess.
Yeah. So what's your kind of what I was just going to ask, sorry to cut you off there. I think there's a delay. I don't mean to keep being so rude. What is your kind of long-term plan with it all? Do you want to have your own range of shoes? Do you want to become an influencer full time? What's your kind of long-term?
Well, the influencer is type, you know, right now I'm kind of working on influencer. You know, people are sending me their shoes and skirts and stuff for me to, and you know, take photos and stuff. I've actually doing kind of more modeling than anything. I've been to, like, you know, 4 or 5 fashion shoots in, you know, in the last 6 weeks. So I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Naples, Italy, I've been to Berlin, you know, several times, you know, just for photo shoots for magazines. So yeah, I mean, the modeling and stuff, you know, I don't think I'll get, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get rich off of this. I think I'll have more of a chance of being an influencer and having brands pay me to wear their stuff and promote their stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's where, you know, the money is. But, you know, I don't know how long my fame is going to last. You know, everyone say they got their 15 minutes of fame. Mine's probably going on 15 weeks now. So.
Oh, well, look, you're big here in Scotland. The amount of women who slid into my DMs going, oh my God, ask the guy in heels this, ask him this. Oh my God. So there's excitement for you here, that's for sure. So planning on a trip to Scotland at some point?
Yeah, I mean, once this COVID pandemic thing eases up.
Oh, is there a pandemic on? I didn't know.
Yeah. I've been asked to be, lots of places, for photo shoots and appearances and stuff like that.
Well, as soon as this stops, you're just going to be on a jet setting lifestyle then.
I probably, which means I'll either have to consider, changing jobs completely, or saying no, I can't do this. But I'm getting close to retiring. I'm 61 years old, and I've been doing the same thing for 35 years.
Yeah.
So for me, this new fashion model,
it's amazing. At your point in life, I feel like it's so exciting because some people are kind of getting ready to, I just think age is only a number, so ignore what I'm about to say, but some people get ready to wind down, but this is like you're going, once that's kind of done, there's the new fresh chapter.
I kind of got it's like a new chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I've I haven't really closed the book on the last 35 years. I'm still involved with, engineering and stuff like that. But I'm kind of opening up a new chapter. And to me, it's exciting. It's a different world. The fashion the fashion thing is a complete different world than what I'm used to.
And it's like only, I think, in the last maybe less than 5 years has the fashion industry across the globe started to like diversify, and there's more space for different bodies, different ideas, different norms. And that's why it's so exciting. Like I can imagine in your future, like fucking Prada and stuff wanting you to strut down the catwalk. You just never know. It's so exciting.
Well, some of the brands and stuff out there, like, not to mention any names, but some of these big, like, Fashion Week and stuff, there's always been male models, wearing skirts or high heels, walking down the runway and stuff.
It's a very high-end look, I think. Like,
yeah, but the problem is, these men, even though they're men, they're very feminine. They got makeup on, they're wearing, they got their hair done, they got earrings on, they're and they kind of walk with a little feminine type walk. And I think the normal man like me looks at it and you're going, well, I don't want to wear that because people's going to think I'm feminine or I'm gay or something. And so I think that's why maybe some of the brands are starting to reach out to me, because they have to, kind of change their marketing a little bit if they want the normal average man, not to use the word normal, but, just a straight man that's non-feminine, that still wants to wear skirts and high heels or dresses or whatever the man chooses to wear, and that it's okay, and it's not to be associated with your sexual orientation or your gender.
Amazing. Well, I think that's about it for me. Like, I've just been fascinated.
That's all your questions.
No, it's not actually. Let's come back with some more, because we've got some more time. I'm not in a rush. Let's get more questions in. So, what age were you?
You didn't go to my favorite style of shoe. We didn't really cover that.
Okay, what's your favorite?
My favorite brand.
What's your favorite style? I didn't look at me. I'm being all like, I don't want to keep you because you've got lots of places to be, but we can.
No. I know. I mean, it's afternoon here. It's 7:00 here. So, no, the stiletto heel is probably my favorite, just because it just looks so damn good. So.
But do you? Because I've noticed you wear some of the pointy-toed ones.
Yeah, but people say, oh, your toes are getting crunched up and stuff, and I really don't experience that. If you got,
that's what I was going to ask you, because I get all like claw-toed.
If the shoes don't fit, if your shoes don't fit, I have fairly wide feet, so my feet are pretty tight in shoe, so my toes don't really get jammed down into the and they kind of stop at the widest point of the shoe and really don't go much further into it. But I've got some heels that have a very pointed heel, but I don't feel like I'm getting the toe crunching or anything like that. That basically the width of my foot is taking the load and not my toes being jammed down into the shoe. But I like probably the most comfortable shoe is a 4-inch stiletto.
Nice.
And
can you run in them?
I do. Not very fast. If I
we should have a race if we ever meet. We'll have a race.
Yeah, if I need to run fast, I'm going to kick them off. So, no, I mean, I can wear a 4-inch heel pretty much all day long. And, if I knew I'm going to have to do a lot of walking or something, I'll put like a block heel, maybe a 4-inch block heel or something that's a little bit more comfortable, easier to walk in.
But does that still for you? Does that still make you feel like you're wearing a nice heel or something? You don't feel like you're compromising on style because you're wearing a little block heel or anything? If
I wear a little block heel, no, it's more for comfort and stuff. I think the style comes from the height as far as, the way it makes your legs look and stuff. So I most of my heels are in the 4-inch range. I got some small ones like at 3.5. I really don't wear anything under 3.
Why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your time? You might commit to it. I had one guy message me and just ask like, what would be your advice if there were guys out there who are wanting to like break away from the gendered clothing, but they just don't know like where to start, or they're worried about people judging them. Like, what would be your kind of like word of advice for them? It was actually interesting to me, the types of guys that were in my messages going, what would be his advice? Because I would be too scared.
Yeah, I think the thing is you just have to have confidence in yourself and what you're doing. And if you're going to go out in public wearing high heels, you should have a lot of practice at the home or something. Just don't go all of a sudden out and go, try to walk around in 4-inch stilettos if you've never walked in before, because people will come and attack you and stuff like that. Because you're showing that you're weak or you're not sure of yourself or something like that. So
do you think that's why you've not had a lot of hate, because you just absolutely own it and you're able to own it?
Exactly. Yeah. I show confidence, and people, tend to stay away from people that, show us a sign of strength. But if you show that weakness because you're scared or you're not doing it,
you're doubting yourself, if you're not committed to it,
you're doubting yourself and stuff. And people are predators. They attack on the weak, and if you show a sign of weakness, you're opening yourself for attacks. So for a person that just want to get started, if you want to start wearing low and build your confidence up, if you want to go immediately to a 4-inch stiletto, then you better practice a lot at home, and you better work on different surfaces, because you're
in 6-inch snow right now, so
concrete, ice, or gravel or grass, or you have to learn how to walk on all those tile floors versus carpet floors, going up and down stairs. There's a lot to learn about it. Now I'm still struggling sometimes, especially when I wear like my 5-inch heels. The 5-inch heels,
especially if the heel is like a pin, because it's really hard.
Yeah, the stiletto, the 4-inch stiletto, 5-inch stiletto, it's more about just the height of the heel and the more pressure you put on your toes. But as far as stability, that's pretty much the same. But it does put a little bit more stress on the balls of your feet and stuff, and it could be a little bit more difficult.
But then again, if you started dancing in them, you just had to wind down to walking, because you were dancing with your ex-partner or whatever. So
yeah, it was slow dancing. I was holding on to her
for dear life.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, I think you just have to have confidence in yourself. But if you're gonna, and that's true with anything that you do in life. I mean, if you want to do something, you have to do it and have confidence in yourself.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Even myself, that's why I'm so grateful to you for coming on, because setting up the YouTube channel is something I wanted to do for ages. And then last lockdown, I was kind of, I don't know about yourself, but I was kind of like, oh, this is a bit rubbish, but I'll just wait it out until life goes back to normal, and then I'll do all the things I want to do. And that now that we're back where we were again, you're like, well, there's no point in waiting. We might as well do the stuff we want to do now, because what's the point in pressing pause on all the stuff we want to do?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So,
but I really hope we're out of this mess soon and we can all get back on planes. And
well, hopefully these vaccines, work and stuff. But they're saying like different kinds of strains may not be affected by this new vaccine and stuff. So we'll see how it all
and
works
apparently the vaccine affects people with Botox and fillers. So I've got a lot of stuff in my face. Wonder if I'll just explode. Hopefully not. Splat. That wouldn't be very
Hopefully
good,
not,
would
yeah.
it? Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So are you living in Germany full time now?
Yeah.
So
that's
where
my
you're
wife
based.
is German, so I we kind of moved here right after we got married.
Yeah. Nice.
So
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No. Well,
Nein. Ein bisschen.
I know enough to get by.
Nice. You wouldn't want to lose that lovely Southern accent anyway. Honestly, last year was the first. I've been to America lots of times, but mainly to New York and stuff. Here, we're kind of done with.
Oh my word. Oh, it's so cool to interview someone you stand so much. Mark Bryan is amazing, an absolute gentleman. I'm so lucky he came to talk to me on the Mandy show. I hope that you all got a bit of inspiration and advice from the stuff he had to say. He's just an amazing icon, and I look forward to bringing guests of that caliber to you week after week. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, share, and I hope you all enjoyed today's installment of the Mandy show. Mwah.